Hi, everyone. Welcome to another reading. Thank you so much for being here and for spending this time with me. My name's Kaylee if you're new. And all right, so this is an interesting reading. Um, because this is the second time that I'm filming this, so this again, it's a very interesting reading. Um, I filmed the whole reading. This was before, right now, as I'm filming this one, we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. So that would explain some issues. But when I filmed this, we were not yet, when I filmed this the first time, we were not yet in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. So it was extra odd that this happened. And it was a very unplanned reading that I did. I hadn't been planning on doing a reading before I sat down. And it was the middle of the night and I just felt like I had to record something. So at first I wasn't thinking it was going to be for the channel. I thought I was playing around with a different setup, like a different setting. And I was just kind of seeing how I thought it was going to be like a test. I didn't think it was going to be a real reading, but then it turned out to be a real reading. But the film got all screwed up. For some reason, it sounded like it was filmed in slow motion and it was completely unusable. So that and it just like completely cut off at some point. And my phone has never done that before. So it was just very strange. And I asked my cards about it and they said that it was, that there was some sort of like negative energy that was interfering somehow with, I don't know, but they said that was part of the message is that for some of you, this, first of all, it's a very exciting message. This reading, I don't want to just like start off with the negative parts and make you think that it's like a negative thing because it's actually really positive reading. That's why they told me to redo it. They're like, no, you're supposed to get this message out there, but you were also supposed to get the message that there is some sort of interfering energy here. So if you guys feel like you've been running into a lot of obstacles, a lot of blockages, and the blue wasp is here. Okay. So if you guys feel like you've been hitting roadblocks or just facing a lot of obstacles um in success, this message is probably going to resonate for you. But if you're not facing any sort of opposition or blockages or something yet, that might be something that you might experience. And I feel like your spirit team just doesn't want you to get discouraged if things seem like they're getting in your way or some things seem like they're not working out or it seems like there's some people against you, some haters, whatever you're facing. I feel like you guys, for whatever reason, you're going to face some opposition, some contrasting energy, if you will, when it comes to achieving the success that you're going to have here, which would make sense because you are about to have a humongous amount of success, guys. I'm not even kidding. This is not just I didn't just do this reading because I was hoping, a lot of people would get excited about it. I mean, this is legit the message. You guys are about to be wildly, I heard overnight. Okay, so for some, I heard overnight sensation, but I don't know if that will be the truth for everyone here, but that is what I heard, guys. I deliver the message. Okay, that's specifically what I heard. But you guys, the first time I did this reading, I was like, interesting. Okay, now again, we're starting with the interruptions. I swear, guys, I don't get text that often, but for whatever reason, it seems like when I sit down to do readings recently, I just keep getting these texts and I feel like oh yeah, last time I did a reading for you guys cuz I think this is going to go on my collective reading channel. Last time I did a message for you guys, there was a text that interrupted me. So I wonder if I'm reading for the same people, like the same part of my collective for this reading. I don't know. Or maybe, oh, wait. Okay, no, you got, okay, well, maybe, yes, maybe that too. But you guys are about to get a message. I feel like something really exciting is, okay. Some of you are getting some sort of messages incoming. Like news? Oh, maybe it's news that's going to lead to, like, maybe somebody is telling you about an opportunity that's going to lead to this. For some of you, that could be the case. That's not the main message. Sorry about the noise. That's not the main message that I'm getting, but one second, guys. Hang on. I might have to edit. Oh, might have to edit this again. I don't know. It depends on how awful it looks. I might not bother, even if it does look awful. Seriously, it's just more spam. These people have been bugging me. Oh, but there's a 727 in the phone number, guys, and a 606 and an 8668. Okay, so any of those could be number synchronicities for you. Okay, stop it. Stop it. Also, the number 1212, because it was 1212 when I looked at this. Okay. Also, you guys might be looking to get some sort of okay, I don't know what I was about to say there, but I don't think it was that important. But there was like a full minute of me trying to scoot my chair back in and like fix my hair and stuff, so I just cut that part out. I have to feel like I'm recentered again after that interruption. Okay, so hopefully that'll be the only one. But I feel like that, I actually think that's a good message for you guys, though. I think that that means something. Your cards are, sorry, I know this is chaotic again. There are just several messages coming through at once, but I'm just going to show you the cards first. Some of you might be getting a message. Maybe you might be getting a message that has something to do with this reading, or you might be getting some other sort of exciting message. It might not have anything to do with the success that we're about to talk about in this reading, but you are about to get someone here is about to get something exciting. It might be good news about your health too, because okay, so if some of you were expecting or were I'm hearing results. So for some of you, maybe you were waiting for test results or something. I'm getting for someone here, it's gonna be good news. Okay, so that's here for someone. It's gonna be good news. I mean, I don't usually like to give health predictions and stuff here for obvious reasons, but that was just what was coming through. So, and it's a collective, so there's no guarantees, but I feel like if someone was asking for that, this could be your confirmation. Again, just take everything with a grain of salt, but that was a message coming through for someone. So, or you might be getting some sort of news, or someone might be telling you something soon about something that might be helpful for your health, something like that. Okay. Anyway, or it could be communication from someone that you've been wanting to hear from, or, I'm getting like maybe it's romantic too. For some of you, maybe like your crush is going to reach out to you, or like, or if you're on it, I heard dating app too. So like if some of you are on a dating site or dating app or whatever it is, but if you're online dating, maybe maybe you're going to match up with someone you actually really like. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Okay, but I feel like that's separate from this message. Okay, so your cards, let me finally get into your cards now. We've got the Tower, but it's a good tower, okay? So I know the Tower is usually a scary card, but this is a good tower, all right? And speaking of towers, I have something in my eye. Hang on. Damn it. Why? Why is this? Okay, every time I try to do this reading, something. Okay, listen. There's a blockage. There's some energy trying to block you or get in your way or trying to tear you down is something I heard too. Okay, so yeah, someone's trying to tear you down or will try to tear you down or has been trying to tear you down because they don't want you to have this success. They don't want you to get there. That's what I'm getting. We're not going to focus on that part, but it keeps coming through. So I do feel like I needed to acknowledge that or validate that for someone here, that if you felt like you're walking through mud is what I, or walking through quicksand is actually what I heard. Um where it feels like you just can't get ahead. It feels like it just feels like no matter how many steps you take, it just feels okay. I'm hearing if I take a step, I sink deeper. Every time I take a step, it feels like I sink deeper. It's like if I don't move, I don't go anywhere. But if I take a step, if I move, it's going to pull me down. That's what I just keep hearing. Or not what I keep hearing, but that is what I'm hearing. But I feel like that's what you keep feeling. Um yeah. That okay. They just keep showing me the quicksand. I'm hearing between a rock and a hard place, or you feel restricted in a way where you feel like I'm hearing all eyes are on you, or watched like a hawk. That's what I'm hearing. Or like you feel like if you move a muscle, it's all going to go down. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Or if you move at all, they're going to get me is what I'm hearing. I don't know what I'm channeling here, but or maybe it's not as sinister as that, but I just feel like it's like if in any move you make, you feel like any move you make. Cuz now I'm hearing that Sting song. I think it's Sting. Every move you make, I'll be watching you. So I feel like you feel watched. You feel you or maybe this is or maybe this is a challenge you will face, because this reading, sorry, I keep forgetting to actually get to the point, is about fame. You guys are supposed to have a lot of fame. That's what's coming for you. That's the tower. Like you are about to blow up. Either if you have social media, this is sort of like you go viral or something like that, or you just your channel like explodes overnight or something like that. It's the tower. It's big. It's like sudden, it's unexpected. It's like boom all at once. Here's this big thing, huge change, okay? With the 6 of wands. All right? And on this in this deck it says you're kind of a big deal, so start acting like it, but basically you're going to be a big deal is the tower, okay? You're going to have this recognition, this fame, this attention, this giant amount of success all at once. And I heard peer review for some reason, so I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure why that, because at first I was feeling like fame, you're in the public eye, people are but also I am getting some, okay, I'm also getting something about if the whole social media or acting or singing or performing, if it's not an entertainment thing where you're getting recognition, it could be something to do with your research, is something I heard, or some sort of work that you're doing. It's getting like a lot of attention from your peers, or it's a really big deal in whatever it, like maybe it's a big discovery, or it's a really big deal though in your industry or your, I'm also getting something about fashion too, like a fashion show or modeling. Oh, the blue wasp is back again. Okay, so that could resonate for you too, but it's like you're getting a lot of attention though for something that you're doing here is getting a lot of attention all at once. For some of you, you might even be discovering something that's like a big deal, that or inventing something that's a big deal. Maybe you haven't even maybe you haven't discovered it, or maybe you don't even know what this is yet, and it's going to be like, it's going to be kind of like a shocking thing when you discover this or when you invent this. It might be, oh, that's exciting. Okay, well, maybe. I mean, it's coming through, so it probably will be at some point for somebody here. So that's, oh, wow, that's exciting. Please do. Well, maybe you can't share. I don't know, but whatever this is, it feels very exciting, guys. It really, it's huge. Okay, and the fact that I filmed this and then it got ruined, and my guides were specifically coming through saying that is a message they want me to relay to you and validate for you, and also maybe prepare you for the fact that there are going to be some serious there's going to be some pushback is what I'm getting. So either like if this is fame, there's going to be maybe like haters, or but there also probably will be people who pretend to be your friend, who don't really care about you, who just want to get something from you, basically. Either they want to take your money, or they want, or I heard clout chasing, so there are going to be people who just want to be around you because you're a big deal, and they want some of that, so it's not, you might be dealing with more of that, where you'll have to draw some very firm boundaries with people. You may even encounter issues with your own family, especially if this is something that makes you a whole bunch of money all at once. This could even be, I was not feeling this as strongly as the other ones, but this could even be something like a lottery win, or you win something, some sort of prize that's very prestigious, or I don't know, but it's something like that. All of these readings are open to interpretation. So interpret what I'm saying however it feels like it would be most likely to apply to your life. I feel like if you were drawn to this reading and this is for you, you will probably already have an idea of what this is, that this is going to be. So, but these were just examples. These were some of the things that I was picking up on. But anyway, it's big attention all at once. That's kind of unexpected. Like I feel like it's something that you were working towards and you had hoped that you would get some recognition for, but this is like big. Okay, this is bigger than you expected, way quicker than you expected. Like very rapid growth or very rapid success. I mean, it's big, okay? And I do feel like your guides, I feel like this is something you haven't experienced before, at least not anywhere near this kind of level. And there really will be some sharks out there. There will be some snakes in the grass, is what I heard. There will be some people you cannot trust. And, so they just want you to be mentally prepared for that, I think, and emotionally prepared for that, and just be aware of that. And, not that you have to be afraid, because I don't feel like you do need to be afraid. I feel like you are highly divinely protected. That was another thing coming through, but you have to help your guides help you. So you have to do your part too in trying to stay away from people who aren't, in drawing boundaries with people, basically, that don't have your best interest at heart, getting very discerning about people, and figuring out who you can trust and who you can't trust. That might be kind of difficult for some of you at first. But I know you have what it takes. Basically, I was getting from your spirit guides that you are prepared. You at least have everything you need right now for this next step. Like you are prepared enough, and you will be able to learn as you go along. You will be divinely guided and supported. So as long as you're in touch with your intuition and you're listening to that guidance from your higher power, your spirit team, from the universe, then you are going to be okay. You're going to be able to learn on your feet. You're going to be able to learn what you need to learn in order to keep yourself safe and protected, and also make the most of this giant success that's coming in for you. So I'm also getting something about cybersecurity or scams. So just be aware of those, because I do feel like that's going to be, it makes sense that that would be more of an issue for you. And because that was a scam, that when I got that text, so I feel like, yeah, that definitely is a message that they want you to be, you're going to have to be more cautious about, I heard, who handles your money too. So, okay, so I guess make sure that you can truly trust whoever it is that you're giving any access to your, I don't know if they're trying to tell you like be very very careful when you're choosing uh like a financial advisor, or maybe they're just maybe they're just suggesting that you probably should look into getting a financial advisor or somebody, to help you uh, uh, manage your money, but a really good one. Make sure you're really make sure you research really well, or make sure you are very discerning when you choose one. I'm getting, this is very specific and this won't be for everyone. So again, this is just a confirmation. So if what I'm talking about isn't something you were already thinking about, then this is probably not your message. So I would recommend not worrying about it. Just like discard it if this isn't something you were directly asking for confirmation about, then I would not be concerned about this. But because sometimes people are like, oh, I feel scared now. And I'm just like, guys, these messages that come through, they are only confirmations, okay? If this is the first time you're hearing about something, you don't have to worry. I mean, you could tuck it in the back of your memory for later, just like as a just in case, like, I'll keep this in mind just in case something comes up. But you never ever have to be scared about anything that comes up in any reading. Whoever is meant to receive these messages will not receive them with fear. It's just a way for you to, it's a way for your spirit guides, though, to just bring things to your attention in case something could be coming up. Basically, if the message is meant for you, you will know it. Like, you will feel it, and it won't be scary. It will just feel like, okay, yep, I was wondering about that. Thanks for the confirmation. So if it doesn't feel like that, then it's just not your part of the message. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, I am getting for someone, your current financial advisor or your current person that handles your money, or maybe even your current bank or something, but there's something coming through about the one you're currently using is not maybe the one you should stay with. For some reason, they're saying you might not want to stick with that person, or I don't know, but that is coming through that you might want to think about switching, because they might not be, I heard, equipped, or they might not be qualified, or they might not just be, for some reason, they might not be that great at managing the amount of money you're going to have, or whatever you're going to be doing. I don't know, but for some reason, they're just saying you might want to consider switching to someone else. Okay. Right. Yeah, I think that was okay. So anyway, but the main message for you guys is going to be that they're prepping you with all this stuff because it's going to be a big deal, okay? A huge deal. Like a really big deal, okay? I know I've said it already, but seriously, this is a really huge thing. It's not a small thing at all. again, this really is like overnight success, or this is like within the span of a few weeks or a couple months or something, but it's big and it's fast. It really is like an explosion of success, or again, like a sudden discovery and everybody is excited about it, or it's a really big deal, or you finally release um the study or something that you've been working, you like finally put the results out there, or whatever it is, but or unveil the discovery. I don't know what it is, but and like everyone's talking about it though. That's what I just keep seeing, like communication, like everybody's a flurry of excitement surrounds you somehow. It's everyone is a buzz about whatever it is that you are doing here. So it's exciting stuff, guys. It's a big deal. It's a big enough deal that there was some sort of interference when I tried to film it the first time. And my guides told me to film it again, even though I was like, do I have to? Because that was like an hour long reading. And they're like, yes, do it again. So it's a big deal, guys. Whichever collective I'm reading for right now, you guys are, like the card says, you're kind of a big deal. Okay, whatever you're doing, you are kind of a big deal. You're actually really a big deal. So, or you're gonna be. So that's exciting. That is like, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm really excited for you. And congratulations on whatever this is. Remember me when you're famous. No, but well, that would be nice if you do, but anyway, either way, I'm excited for you guys. Or if this is a business or something, you're going to get like a whole bunch of customers all at once. Again, it's like it's a big influx. For some reason, it's like a big amount of, again, it's just a lot of progress. It's a lot of money, basically, all at once is what I'm getting. Or a lot of recognition, a lot of notice. But this does come with money. That's just something that's coming through a lot. Somehow money is involved in this. Even if it's like a discovery or something, there's going to end up being I'm also getting, if there's someone, you might want to be cautious about investors, I heard. Or if someone comes in offering you money for something or wanting to buy something from you, or I heard purchase the rights, or maybe be your, or represent you, or like being assign you, maybe, I don't know, but there's something about like be very discerning. I'm hearing you're going to have choices, and don't go with the first one is what I'm, or don't go with the first one if it doesn't feel really right to you, because I'm getting you're going to have options, or also you might not want to sell your rights away is what I heard, or you might not want to involve third parties or involve other people in this. I'm hoping what I'm saying is going to make sense. I think it will to whoever I'm speaking to, because this is just this is what my spirit guides are feeding to me to say. So I think this is going to make sense. Yeah, again, just with the discernment, and don't rush into the first, or don't feel pressure. Don't allow that pressure, because I'm getting there might be pressure from people around you to take a deal, or like to go with something, or to I'm just thinking of like a record label or something as an example. Like you might not want to sign with. I'm just getting there are some big choices there will be some big choices to be made here. Or maybe someone will want you to like sell your company to them or something. And I'm getting that might not be you might not be happy about that choice if you do decide to do that. So just make sure you think about that for a while before you make a decision. Yeah, because there just definitely is a word of caution here. Again, you don't need to be afraid because you are being guided, but just make sure you listen to that guidance and really give it a minute. Give yourself a minute to sleep on things, to really do your research and search around and just really take your time in making this decision. If there is like a big decision, again, like about a contract or selling something or anything that has to do with an exchange of money, just again, be very cautious, discerning, and meticulous is what I heard. So because there might be some fine print or something that might not be obvious right away that's going to be important for you to know about. And listen to your gut instinct is something that I'm getting too, because that's one of the ways. Yeah, you're going to receive intuitive guidance about this. So even if something looks good at first, that's what I'm getting. Because I heard not all that glitters is gold. So even if it looks good or people are like, look at that, that looks like a really good deal, or that's a really, I don't know, but it might look good at first, but there might be something. I heard it's rotten. So there is something that's like not a good deal that's coming up for someone. But I mean, I pretty much already said that, but they wanted me to repeat it again for some reason. I think it's just because there will be pressure for someone out there, or maybe several of you. There might be a lot of pressure, and it might be, you really might feel, it might be really difficult to listen to your intuition at one point, or it might feel really difficult to make the decision because there is so much on the line, or there is so much pressure, outside pressure about something. So I think that's why your guides are just coming through very strongly. Like, this is important. Make sure I know it's going to be like kind of a whirlwind, and your head might be kind of spinning, and it might be hard to get back in touch with your intuition. It might be hard to center and ground, but they're just emphasizing the importance of making sure that you do somehow manage to do that in the midst of all of this, because that's going to help you. That's going to be incredibly important in making good long-term decisions. They just want to make sure everything goes smoothly here for you guys, and that everything goes as well as it can, because this is a big deal for you guys, and it's meant to last for you. This is meant to be long-lasting success built on a solid foundation. So they want you to make sure that you listen to your guidance, listen to your intuition, and do your research and check everything multiple times, really, really, really go over everything in a very detailed way before you make your decisions, so that everything can be built on a solid foundation for you, so that things just keep growing and getting better over time, or just so things are set up for success so that they don't fail. later, or so that you aren't. I'm just hearing so it gets its best start too, so. Yeah, because I'm getting that for some of you, especially if this is like, I heard patent, so there could be something to do with a patent for some of you. Or I don't know, but I'm just getting there's something about setting this up for long-term success, or like if you make the wrong decision, then it might not be as successful long term, you know? So anyway, again, it's important, but you guys are going to be okay. As long as you, again, as long as you stay strong and don't let other people sway. Don't let other people, you know, influence your decision too much. People that you can't. Basically, try not. I guess it's basically try not to cave to the peer pressure. Try not to, you know, like I've pretty much already said, I guess. I think this is all I've got for you guys. Is this is huge though. It really is. So I ooh, dropping everything. I feel flustered, you know. I just feel like you guys, it's just oh, also they wanted me to tell you though with the 4 of Wands here, you will find people you can trust though. Cuz I know I've pretty much really focused on the caution, but they want you to know that you will align with really good people, that you can trust, that you will feel that will be your true friends, that will be a true support for you, that will be, I heard funding. So I also heard patrons. So I don't know. Oops. Yeah, because I heard crowdsourcing or something. So maybe that could be a message for someone. But I'm getting you will find your supporters. You will have a lot of fans too. You will have people that absolutely freaking adore you. And you will find good people that you can trust along the way. But again, just make sure, um, like I said, just use discernment, and it will be a process. But you will find these good people too. This says 4 of Wands. Family is whoever makes you feel the most safe and comfortable being you. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that for some of you, the people you might have to watch out for when you get the success might actually be your own family, which is really upsetting, but you know it happens. And I know how that is. So anyway, for some of you, it might be family that you have to, yeah, because we have a pentacle here, Ace of Pentacles. Wow, what an abundant opportunity. Again, that money coming through. So for some of you, it might be like that your family members are going to, maybe even people that you've been estranged from might try to come back around and try to, you know, get money from you basically. Or I'm just getting that, I mean, even if you look at, money changes things for a lot of people. If you just look at stories from people who've won the lottery, you will see that many of them have had many struggles with people that they knew for years, yeah, including family members. That, I mean, people have had their own family members try to plot their murders, you know, over money. So you just really do need to be cautious about these things. And I'm not saying that's going to happen. I don't think it I don't, but what I'm saying is that people do crazy things sometimes when money is on the line. So, and people that you might have thought that you could trust before, you might not be able to once this kind of temptation is there, or you really find out who people are um, when this sort of thing is there. So, when there's money involved in a situation, and I'm just getting maybe people that you thought were your true friends, you're going to find out they weren't, or people in your family that you thought you could count on, you might realize that, you can't trust them. Because of the greed. So, and if that's the case, I'm really sorry to hear that, guys. And I'm really hoping that that's not the case for you. But I'm just getting that, again, it's important to be discerning about everyone around you, including family members. I'm just kind of getting the message of like, trust no one, basically, at first. But I'm getting eventually you will find people that you can trust. Or it's like, trust very few people. You might only be able to trust, there might, especially at first, just be discerning and kind of assume that you can't trust anyone, and then really pay attention, basically. Just pay close attention to people, because I just really am getting that for you. And I'm sorry that the focus has been so much on like, be careful, be cautious, like, watch out. There's sharks everywhere. I don't know, but that's just what's coming through, because I think because the message is so good, whatever's coming for you is so good, that they just really want to make sure, your spirit team just really wants to make sure. And I'm getting that you guys probably already know this too. This probably isn't news to you. You probably had been wondering. Again, this is probably just confirmation for you that you'd wondered, do I have to watch out for so and so? This would be confirmation, or like, that if you were kind of concerned, maybe some other people would try to come back from your past or something to try to get some of your, to, get a piece of your success. They probably are going to try to do that. But again, I'm getting a lot about you're protected. But again, just help your guides help you, and everything will work out and it will be fine, is what I'm getting. So, I think you do have good intuition too. I feel like you guys here, if this is your message, I feel like you already have a good instinct. You already have good intuition. So, yeah, you guys will be fine. I'm hearing don't let them mess with your head, or don't allow yourself to be gaslit or manipulated, because I'm really getting someone might come in with a really good, there might be someone who is highly manipulative, that's really good at it. There might be someone here who's really good at manipulating your emotions, or even flat out lying is what I'm getting to. Someone might be lying about something, or I heard sob stories. So for some of you, they might come in even like flat out lying about some terrible hardships that they've been through, and wanting you to, basically give them money. But I'm just getting that this person, I'm getting it'll probably be someone you haven't even heard from in a long time, or like they didn't talk to you for a long time. I'm getting for some of you, it could be someone that like ditched you, or someone who ghosted you, or someone who walked away from you, or someone who like, I I heard kicked you when you were down, or someone who basically treated you really badly and may have even walked away from you. And then now that you have success, they're crawling back around like, oh, well, you need to fix all my problems because this is what's wrong in my life and blah, blah, blah. And, you somehow owe me. Or, how can you leave me like this when you have so much? You could give this, but it feels very grabby is what I heard, but it's very manipulative and it's very not true also is something that I'm getting. And it's sort of like I'm getting that they have a lot of nerve is what I heard. It's like the audacity of this person that might come back in, or these people, it's mind-boggling, because it's like, really? Like, after what you did, you're actually going to come back in and try to convince me that I somehow owe you money, or somehow it's my responsibility, or somehow I should want to do this for you after what you did to me? Like, really? What are you on? Like, I don't know. I know that sounds harsh, but seriously, it might just be really kind of shocking actually for you who comes back around. Like, maybe even people you don't know very well, or could even be like friends from high school or something, or like, oh, do you remember me? Like, try to be your friend again, or I don't know. And it's like, you bullied me. Like, why are you thinking we'll be friends now? I don't know. That sort of thing, though, might be happening to you. Just all kinds of stuff. These are just examples, but I don't know why that was coming up specifically. But anyway, your guides just want you to remember you don't owe anyone anything. That's what's coming through, is you don't owe anyone anything. They really want, okay, that they just keep saying that. So apparently they really want that to be the mantra. You do not owe anyone anything. They don't owe you and you don't owe them. So it's like whatever you choose to give, that is because you feel inspired in your heart to be generous and to give. And that is a beautiful thing. But you do not owe anyone anything. And if someone is trying to make you feel like you owe them, that's probably the sign to look for. That's an important sign to look for. If you feel like, oh, I need to, or I feel pressured, or I feel like guilted, if you feel guilt or remorse or any of these sorts of things when somebody's trying to interact with you and get money from you, that's a red flag. That is something to pay attention to, that's probably not someone you should be giving to. If you just feel it in your heart, you're like, yes, it would make me feel so good to give to this person, or I love this person, I want to give to them, then that's great. That's a beautiful thing. But yeah, again, you don't owe anyone anything. So, and your spirit team is going to help you to set boundaries with these people too, and help keep you safe. I'm hearing they're not really going to be able to do anything to you. As long as you are reasonably discerning and careful, they're not going to be able to do anything bad to you. Because I'm getting maybe some of you are worried about that. And I'm just getting, you are heavily protected. And if you take the steps to like a reasonable amount of steps to secure your safety, if you take safety measures and you use your discernment and who you trust with things, you should be okay. You will be okay. Your spirit team will be able to do the rest. And I'm hearing that they'll be caught, so I don't know who that's for, but if someone is doing something shady or underhanded, or, maybe even trying to stalk or something, or they're trying to break into your stuff, they're going to be caught. Okay. I'm hearing they're not going to like how that turns out. So if they try something, I'm just getting, if they cross a certain line, it's um it's not going to go well for them. And the situation will be taken care of for you, basically. It will be dealt with. Your spirit team will see to it. Because I'm just hearing you don't want to do that. Like, you really don't want to do that. Kind of like a spirit guide or something is trying to tell someone, or like, you really don't want to do that. You really don't want to cross that line. You really don't want to do that. You really don't. Because if you do, that is going to have some really harsh consequences that come along with that. So apparently, I'm just getting that if they try something that's really would be detrimental or something, like very much so to you, they're not going to be able to get away with that. They are not going to be able to get very far with that. And I'm feeling a lot of anxiety. So I just feel like, I don't want to scare anyone. I don't even think they're going to get that far. I don't think probably anybody's actually going to want to hurt you. But you never know. It's a collective message. So I'm just saying, if somebody does try something, they're not going to get very far with it. You do have so much support around you that, again, as long as you make reasonably good decisions, your spirit team's going to be able to do the rest, and they're just not going to, I'm hearing they're not going to have anything on you. I heard nothing to hold on to, or nothing to grip onto, or nothing that sticks, or nothing that, so maybe some people might even try to like harm your reputation, or say things about you that aren't true. If like you won't give them things, maybe then they might try to tear you down or something. And they're just saying that nothing that they try is going to stick, or like anything they try to say isn't going to hold much water, or like it won't get very far. So like the rumors aren't gonna, they're not going to get far with it. Basically, it's not going to work is what I'm getting. So people aren't going to listen, or it's going to fizzle out quickly, and people are going to be like, this is just, I don't even think this is worth listening to, or I don't know, but they're not going to get very far with it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this says the Emperor card is coming out, okay? So the Emperor, being the authority of your own life, comes with a lot of responsibility. Is it focusing? I don't know, but anyway. Yeah. So again, you're going to be in a big huge position, okay? You're going to be at the top of whatever this is. And there will be a lot of responsibility. But yeah, you might even be like the boss or something of a huge company, or like this might be a, oh yeah, again, this could be your own company or something, you're running your own company, and you end up having a lot of success at it. So, but whatever it is, you're at the top of the top, you're the best of the best, of what you're doing. You are among the elite is what I heard, but you're among the best, you are definitely at the top. Whoa, okay, that was that about. I had like a really strong, like a really high pitched ringing. Yeah, there definitely is a lot of divine protection for you guys, but I'm getting that it's divinely, a lot of what's happening here is divinely orchestrated, is what I'm getting. So that's interesting. But it's like, this is your, whoa, stop. Ah, yeah, it's so weird when this happens. It only happens like during certain readings. Um, it's very high frequency. So this is very divinely guided. This is Yeah, this is divinely orchestrated somehow. It's like your destiny, or this is, you were chosen for this, is what I'm getting. For some of you, you might even identify with the label of like one of the chosen ones or something like that. But I'm just getting, whatever the case is, whatever terms you want to give to things, you are chosen for this. It's like this was your destiny, or you were, it's like the divine is, basically the divine is making this happen for you. That is why the success is happening. Not that you're not good at what you're doing, but I'm just saying that this is meant to be, basically. And I'm getting, it's not all about you either. It's not just about you. It's like about what you're going to do in the world. You're going to have a big impact on a lot of people in a very positive way. So this is important. Somehow it's very important. You're making a positive, you really are going to make a big positive impact where you are. So that's a beautiful thing. Let's get more. I thought so. I'm like, I'm getting kind of, my face a little pinker than it was. Feeling kind of warm. I don't think there are any more cards that need to come out. I think this was it. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Fast. Again, with the fastness here. This is the Eight of Wands. Oh, yeah. And sometimes that's a communication incoming card. So you're going to have like you might have a lot of people wanting to communicate with you all out, like all at once too. You might have like a bunch of emails coming, or like a bunch of messages coming in. Or again, there is some sort of message coming in for you guys soon that is probably significant, probably does connect to this reading for a lot of you. But again, even if it doesn't, oh, I just saw on this card in front of me, new love. So for some of you, this is a love interest that's coming in too. I don't know if they're coming in first or like at the same time that all of this is happening. I don't know how this is all connected here, guys, but you definitely are getting some sort of important communication soon from someone. But also this says light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. Yeah, so again, with the very fast movement here, it's go time. Yeah, because here we have the Chariot here. It says you'll never get anywhere if you keep standing still. But so again, they're just saying it's going to move fast. This is going to be fast movement. And also, if you've been feeling like you're dragging your feet on something that you know you need to do, they're saying get to that. Or, if you felt like, oh, maybe I should start, but then you never do, they're saying start it, okay? Like, go for it. But honestly, this just feels like they're saying, again, it's fast. It's going to be a lot of movement all at once, and hang on is what I heard. But like, again, it's going to be big. It's going to be a whirlwind. You have what you need to get through this, but it is going to be big, Okay, this says the Lovers. Will you or won't you? The choice is yours. So I am getting, for some of you, there is some sort of romantic offer coming in. But also, again, this is talking about making good choices in what. So I think they're just confirming basically everything that I've just talked about. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, yeah, but we have Nine of Cups here too. So many happy cards coming. I think you're going to feel really happy. They're saying you're going to feel like you have so much, like your heart is just bursting with gratitude, or you're going to feel overwhelmed with how much you have to be grateful for. It's going to be amazing. You're going to be so happy. And you are going to have great relationships, okay? You will have some amazing people in your life that you will be so, so happy to know. It says live in a constant state of gratitude, and underneath that was Two of Cups. So that's why I'm saying you're going to have great. You will at least have a really amazing romantic partnership is what I'm getting. But also I think you are going to have some really great close friends and, just good people. You are going to have good people you can trust in your life. I know I've spent most of the reading focusing on the people you can't trust. So I just really wanted to emphasize that you will have some very good people around you. Probably many. But you just need to make sure you watch out for the few that aren't, or it might be more than a few at first, but, eventually you will align with the good ones. It says Two of Cups. Some people are like the pumpkin to your spice. It won't focus. There we go. All right. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to do some confirmations, though, just because of the type of reading it is. I really didn't want to make it this long, but I think we're going to do it. I'm not going to channel names, but I am going to get some initials and numbers here, and I'm going to get some zodiac signs, too. And I might even get some from the red charm bag as well. I'm not sure. Where you can ask for a sign to come out and then see what charms come out and see if the sign you asked for is in there. Or just ask for a sign that you will recognize when you do see it, and then just, I think maybe I will do a few of those too. But first I'm going to do zodiac signs first, and then I'll do numbers and initials. Okay, here we go. I heard this summer wind comes blowing in. Summer wind. I feel like that's a song, but I can't place it. Blowing in. I don't know what I'm trying to remember. I feel like it's Frank Sinatra, but I don't know, or it's from that era, or maybe somehow Frank Sinatra is a sign or something for you. I'm not sure. Or Michael Bublé. Okay. So we have and now the song Moon Dance is coming in too. I think it's Moon Dance, right? I think it's called Moon Dance. Yeah, anyway, we've got Gemini, so that could be another sign for you. Gemini with intelligent written on the back. We have Sagittarius with optimist written on the back. And Scorpio with passionate written on the back. And we have the dream charm with, on the star. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. I can't. I've been talking too long, but anyway. This says a sister is someone to dream, cry, sing, laugh with. So maybe you're going to meet someone that feels like a long lost sister to you, either that or maybe the person you're having issues with could also be your sister. So just take what resonates, but I see both of those as a possibility. We have she believed she could, so she did. Beautiful. Yeah, your guides want you to know you're beautiful, and I'm hearing that song. Hey, beautiful, 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 beautiful angel. I love your imperfections, every angle. Tomorrow comes and goes before you know. So I just wanna let you know. I think it's called Beautiful. Anyway, I'll link it in the description box. We have Live, Love, Laugh. Ooh, a huge bird just flew in front of the window. Okay. I'm not sure what that was. Maybe a crow? I don't know. This one says, My love is alive. Warrior. Believe. Sorry, no, you can't see these very well. My nails are messed up, guys. I'm sorry about that. Again, I keep saying they're gonna get better, but they just have not yet. I'm sorry. We've had a lot of things to do recently, and I have had a lot of things to do recently, and that just isn't one of those things that has been the first priority. So anyway, we have protected. Grace. Faith. Beautiful again. Okay, so if I just really feel like they want to tell you that you are beautiful. Maybe some of you have been feeling like you weren't, or maybe you do feel like you are, but maybe you just have, I don't know. I'm just getting, maybe some of you haven't felt as confident in your appearance recently, or maybe, I don't know, but whatever it is, they're just saying you are beautiful. So we've got willpower. Maybe you were feeling like you weren't beautiful enough to be successful, or you felt like you weren't as beautiful as the competition, I heard, or as beautiful as someone else that was trying to do the same thing you were doing. So maybe you felt like, oh, well, I won't be chosen, or oh, I won't get the position, or I won't be as famous, or I won't be as sought after, or something like that, or I won't get as far because I'm not as beautiful as like that person. But they're saying you are beautiful, and you are plenty beautiful enough for what you want to be doing, and you are unique, and you have your own I heard vibration. You know, you stand out. If this is something where that is, you know, a factor, if that's something where that this is important to what you're doing, you are beautiful, and you have everything you need to have this success. Again, it's not based on I'm just hearing you are enough. You know, you are beautiful, and I just think that's it. I was like waiting for more of the message. I think that's it. They're just like, you are beautiful, you are enough, you have what you need. In the looks department, don't let that hold you back or make you feel like this can't happen for you, because it absolutely can, and it will, because that's why you're here in this reading. So, and then that looks weird. Maybe I'll cut it out. Anyway, it says be yourself. And this says good night. So, I'm not sure what the good night is for, but it's there. All right, here we go. Numbers and initials. I just heard needles for some reason. I have no idea what that's about, but that came up. So, Hey guys, I'm going to try to make this faster, so I'm not going to hold up every single charm. I'm just going to list them out. I hope that's okay. I'll try to write them up on the screen. But we have the letter N, the letter G, the letter H, the letter Q, the letter F, excuse me, we have the letter R. These two are, no, I hate it when this, there we go. They were stuck together. Okay, T, U, E, heard Ru, like street. Oh, the blue wasp is back again. Like Ru. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think I am. I can never tell, especially when I'm doing a reading. I don't know why, but anyway, we've got the letter V and the letter S. Her Victoria's Secret, because we have the VS. I don't know why. There was something about modeling that came up earlier, so maybe that's just kind of referring to that. We have the letter Z, the letter M, and the number 8 and the number 0. So this could be the month of August, or you could be seeing 888 as some sort of sign, 808. Maybe some of you were born in 1980, or you are 80, or you were born in 2008. I feel like that's unlikely, but I don't know. Could be, I guess. Yeah, I guess it could be. Okay. We've got, and again, we have N, G, H, Q, F, R, T, U, E, V, S, Z, M, 8, and 0. Okay. So I feel like that's enough, guys. I don't feel like okay, I will just get a few more. We're just going to get a few, just literally a few little signs out of the bag for those of you who would like. I feel like I don't even need to do that though. I feel like this will be good. But I'm going to do like, I'm just going to do, where did it go? Okay, I'm getting so warm right now. It's crazy. Okay. That blue wasp is literally just stalking my window. It just keeps flying around. It's just this huge blue wasp. And it just won't stop. I feel like that's a huge sign too. I feel like they're a sign of manifestation sometimes, where they can also be, negative energy, but it is the blue wasp, and I feel like they're kind of magical, because their color is so cool. Okay. Yeah, and as far as wasps go, they're very, very docile. The blue, I think they're called mud daubers, but yeah, they're very peaceful, and they don't really attack much like some of the other wasps do. So I do feel like they're a positive sign when they show up usually. And I just looked it up, and apparently that wasp preys on black widow spiders, and not everything does that. So it's kind of a badass, And so I feel like for us to have that particular wasp, it's gentle and docile towards humans, but it's, it can take on a black widow spider. I just feel like I kind of feel like that's just another sign from your spirit team saying how heavily divinely protected you are. That no matter what spiders try to come at you, you have help and you have protection. But again, just listen to your intuition to help keep you out of those webs to begin with. And yeah, you will be okay. But I just thought, I don't know, I thought that was cool. Also, maybe you might see those blue wasps as a sign, like you might be seeing those as well. And that would be a synchronicity for you. That would be a sign that this reading is for you. Or when you see that wasp, it might be like a reminder. Your spirit team might be sending them as a reminder to you of this reading. Or it could be them reminding you that you're protected, that you are being watched over by, by your spirit guides, by your angels, and you are protected. I heard ratatouille. And Lady. Lady and the Tramp, I don't know, but or maybe someone's pet is named Lady. I'm not sure, but I heard Lady. Okay, we have a lotus, and then we have a matching lotus. We have two of the same charm. I do feel like some of you are coming into some sort of divine counterpart connection or soulmate connection or something like that, because we have the two matching charms. So there definitely is some sort of there definitely is some sort of spiritual connection, like a very significant partnership coming into your life. Okay, for a lot of you at least, if that is something you're interested in. We have a bumblebee, another star. We have this eyeball, which I usually think of the third eye when we get this charm. And we have a strawberry. We have this waffle. And maybe someone's eating waffles. I don't know. Pink cherries. Heard watermelon too. We have a crescent moon with a star. We have the number 8. There's a cloud, an angel wing, an airplane, and the letters I. The I is here twice. There's I, and then I again, and I heard Isaac, and then we have and Newton, Isaac Newton. Okay, but maybe Isaac Newton does mean something to you, or it could be your name could be Isaac or Newton or something like that. So anyway, we have the letter U and the letter Z. All right, so that's what we got. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. This was a very exciting reading. I'm very excited for you guys, and I'm very happy for you, and I hope all of this goes perfectly. And there is a beetle on my curtain, so I feel like that could be a message for you too. You are going to be given the strength you need to get through any sort of obstacle. And anyway, thank you for being here, and I wish you guys, I think I said that, I can't remember. Anyway, wishing you all the best. I hope to see you soon, sometime soon. Take care. Bye.